Welcome to the new Horror Boys podcast, where we talk about things horror and horror adjacent. I'm one of your hosts. My name's Chile. The host over here is Paulie, and then we have Bass at the end.
What up?
What up?
All right, and today's episode is top 5 horror films. I'm gonna start off with my top 5, and my number 5 pick is Dark Was the Night. It's a movie with Kevin Durant. It's a fantastic movie. It's a little bit of a horror thriller-ish type deal. Really good. It's basically Kevin Durant. He's a sheriff of a town. It's a small little town, and he has his own issues. Apparently, one of his kids died or whatnot, and he has to try to solve the mystery that's going on. There's like animals going missing. Eventually, people start going missing. So they think they're dealing with a serial killer, until they find these really weird footprints, which some people think is a prank, going through the city, looking like deer walking upright. I'll tell you this. It's not a deer. But yeah, I think it's a really good movie. I'm trying to keep things cryptid because I don't want to ruin anything, but it's cryptic, and I said cryptid.
Shouts out Kevin Durant.
You want
Kevin
to
Durant.
your notes?
Kevin Durant is a great... Nah,
Good?
I'm going to go without the notes.
Oh.
Yeah, Kevin Durant is a fantastic actor. He's
Well,
also
what
in my
year
number
was
for
it?
movie. That one was 2015, I believe, or 2014. I can't remember now.
I think
I messed one of those up. I think Adam was
Messed one of them.
2015, and I think Dark Was the Night is 2014.
okay.
Yeah, I screwed up one of the movies. I forgot which one it was.
Which reminds me, I want to watch that. Sounds good.
Dark
Yeah,
Was the
for
Night is
sure.
a fun one. Yeah.
Okay, dude.
We finish this up quick and watch it after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my number 5 pick. And Paulie, what's your number 5 pick?
All right, my number 5 is Drag Me to Hell. It was a 2009 film. It's a horror comedy. It's about a woman named Christine Brown, who is played by Allison Lohman. She has her boyfriend, which is Justin Long. She works at I believe it's a loan place she works at a bank. So this old lady comes in to get finance to keep her house, but she was already so giving and like helping with, helping out to give people money. So she stopped and told the lady that she could not help her. She couldn't give her a loan. So she cursed something on her, and she had 3 days to escape that demon. So, totally forgot. It was directed by Sam Raimi, who did Evil Dead. He's also done Darkman as well. And yeah. Bass, what's your number 5?
All right, my number 5 is going to be Last Shift, 2014.
Last Shift.
Dude, isn't 2014 the year? The horror
2014.
movies?
Yeah. We're right around there.
Must have been a good year for horror.
I forgot about my director.
Yeah, but anyways, Last Shift. So it's about a rookie cop. She gets her first assignment is to watch over a closing police station. There's some hazardous materials that are going to be removed later on in the night. So she's just there to make sure everything goes smooth. All of a sudden, she's alone there. So anybody in a big building alone is probably going to be pretty scared. But she starts getting hallucinations. She starts finding weird things, and it just goes pretty crazy from there. Not to give away too much, but let's just say the people she's seeing are a cult, which turns out her father was actually involved with, and he was also a police officer. The movie's pretty cool. It doesn't have a lot of CGI in it. The makeup is really terrifying. Overall, it's just like a really cool, creepy movie, and you guys should check it out. You guys seen that? I forgot to ask
Last
you guys.
Shift.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen it, and I know we have different ideas about
Oh yeah, that's right.
how that went all down. Yep.
Yeah, so you want to tell them your theory, or should we just leave that out?
No, it's just my theory is that she's hallucinating the whole time.
Well, yeah,
Because of
clearly,
the-
but you don't think that there's any like actual haunting going on?
No, but that's what makes it scary.
Yeah,
Is that nothing actually has to be there for you to lose your own mind. You know?
yeah. It's got a cool little twist ending too, if you like twist endings. Just goes back. What I like about horror movies the most is that when you don't really have any control over the situation, you didn't put yourself in the situation, and now you're just getting fucked. And that's that's true horror to me.
Yep.
Yeah, Chili, you want to go on with your number 4?
Yes. Number 4 is actually a new one, Abigail, 2024, I believe it was.
Good movie. We like that. We all saw that in theaters.
Oh yeah.
It was a good movie. I saw it again actually with Yasmin a couple days ago.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's a good one, dude. I really like that
Is
movie.
it streaming now?
It's streaming now. Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Hell yeah.
I gotta get Peacock.
You want to bring the mic over a little more, Chili, or
Oh,
is
my
that
bad.
good?
Yeah, dude. It's a fantastic movie. Yeah, I saw it again. It's on Peacock now, so it was directed by the same people that did Scream, Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli, Olpin. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. Yeah, sorry,
I
man.
don't know either.
Yeah, me either, dude. Yeah, it's a horror thriller, which you'll notice a whole theme of that being my favorite type of horror film. It's because I like well written movies, and most thrillers are more well written, you know, because they have to think of more things to make it flow. Because if you watch a thriller and it's not well written, it's a comedy. So, yeah, so
Pretty much.
yeah, if you screw up your thriller, it becomes a comedy movie. So yeah, it's kind of the way to look at it. Anyways, yeah. But I really love it because of the way they set the scene. They have everything really planned out, you know. Because I don't want to give up too much away, but you know, they bring people into the mansion, and they're all talking. They don't really know anything about each other, so everything's kind of a mystery. And then when people start dying, you know, you're kind of like, well, is it one of them? Is it like the Thing? Like, what's going on? You know, you don't know who's turning into fucking demons, vampires, a Thing or whatever, dude. You don't know what's
Yeah.
coming on. Just, you know, people are dying, and you know, you see people with their guts ripped out, head cut off, and you're really like, okay, I think it's this guy. No, he's too obvious. It's this guy. Like, you know, your mind starts playing tricks. You're like, it's got to be one of them, dude. And then they start talking about the hitman, Valdez.
Yeah, Valdez.
Yeah, Valdez was the hitman who was like supernatural, and then you find out that who Valdez is,
He's got one.
which is my favorite part, because Kevin Durant, who was also in this movie, he says this one line. Kevin Durant, dude, love that guy. Yeah, like I'm gonna give one of his lines away. He's like, "Do you think she knows who Valdez is?" Like, and it turns like they had to tell like, "Bro, that is Valdez," because it is just a hilarious scene. Yeah, that guy does it all. He does an amazing job in everything.
I love all of his movies. We should probably do something on just Kevin Durant, like
I like that.
all things horror. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, all horror films with Kevin Durant in them.
We're gonna get some Kevin Durant shirts for the next
We
one.
do.
No doubt.
For our conspiracy one, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
I'll get looking on those.
Like it.
Oh man, Kevin Durant.
So, Paulie, what's your number 4?
All right, number 4 for me is Diary of the Dead. It was made in 2007. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. Our top 5s for me personally is not necessarily my favorite horror films. They are just different types of horror that for me is what makes me love horror. So this
Same.
one, yeah. So this one is a found footage zombie horror film. It is directed by George A. Romero, which he's done. Legend. He's done Dawn of the Dead. He's done Night of the Living Dead. He did Creep Show. He did the original Crazies. Let's see. So basically, the plot of this is while filming a horror film, these college students encounter the zombie apocalypse, and the kid that was filming takes it upon himself to keep the cameras rolling so that people can have an understanding of what is going on. The reason why I love this one is because it is one of the first found footage films I remember watching besides Blair Witch Project. And I just loved it. That's number 4 for me.
Number 4 for me. The Exorcist, bros, classic. Made in 1973. One thing I just found out when I was doing some research on it, it was released the day after Christmas, dude. That's pretty. Yeah, they decided the day after Jesus Christ's birthday, we're gonna put out a movie about a goddamn demon possessing a young girl. That's pretty cool. Linda Blair plays Regan, or Reagan. I think it's Reagan. Basically, just a young girl gets possessed. In the beginning, there's a little backstory to it. They excavate some kind of, what do they call them? Talisman? There's got to be a word for it. I don't know.
Oh,
what do you call it?
Well, you said talisman, but then there's also idol, amulet.
Amulet, thank you. Amulet, you got it. Yeah, and it's got like this weird winged creature on it. Basically awakening a demon, I guess, and that demon just finds his way into Regan. This movie was just terrifying. A lot of people believe it was cursed. A lot of the cast and crew got injured. Some people died. The movie took twice as long to be filmed as it was originally supposed to, and it also cost them 3 times their budget initially. People in the theaters were like throwing up. All kinds of things. People were just terrified. So it was like no one had seen this before, so this is why it's on my list. If I had honestly watched it more, it would be higher on the list. But I think it's a good movie. It's a little boring. It's slow burn. But the practical effects on it are terrifying. Like I said, it just broke ground, dude, in the horror industry. Nothing like this had been made before, and it opened up the door for all the other creepy, gruesome shit. You know, before, I think horror was a lot like aliens and, you know what I mean, kind of like serial killers and stuff.
So you're saying the reason why we do all this?
Yeah. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for The Exorcist, bro. So, yeah.
Wow.
Check it out. Turn off the lights, some popcorn, and watch The Exorcist tonight. All right, Chili, you want to take us to number 3?
My number 3 is Indigenous. This one came out in 2014. It was made by Alistair Orr. So what I really, it's a horror action. So what I really like about this movie is it's kind of like one of those things where, like, you know, just a bunch of people are on vacation and then everything just goes horribly fucking wrong. Yeah. So it's that type of deal.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you know, they're in Panama and they're just vacationing. You know, meet some women there, pretty gross, and then everyone just goes out into the woods to find this waterfall.
Wait, you said Panama?
Panama.
What part of Mexico is that in? Just kidding. Go on.
Southern Mexico.
Joke that we
Yeah,
used.
Southern Mexico. Yeah, dude.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I started doing it to Puerto Ricans to screw with them.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, dude, I'm Puerto Rican." I'm, "Oh, for sure, man. It's Eastern Mexico, right? The island." Like, what? It's an American just being bad at geography joke. Yeah, and I was inspired by Fox News saying that there were like 38 different Mexican countries, or no, that the people at the border were Mexican. Like, they weren't. They were like Guatemalan, like, yeah, they're coming from Mexican countries. And I'm like, oh, hell no, dude. And then The Daily Show did something on that, and they were talking about, like, there's up to, like, 33 Mexican countries. And I'm like, oh, hell no, dude.
That's fun.
Yeah. I love good satire. Oh, that's all right. I got sidetracked. That. Yeah, so, you know, they're trying to find this waterfall, and they end up near the Darien Gap.
Darien Gap.
Yeah, Darien Gap, and I that's a trip I want to do. Trip of a lifetime. 60 miles of jungle, bro, filled with dangerous animals, drug dealers, terrorists. I wanna trek it one day.
Start donating now and watch us go to the Darien Gap and get
Man,
alive.
you guys ain't gonna survive. I gotta do it alone, on myself, all by myself.
What?
Give me a month. You don't hear from me in a
we're the
month,
new horror
I'm
boys.
dead.
We all gotta go.
Well, if you don't hear from me in a month, I died.
We gotta wait until Landon's an adult, though. Then we'll go.
By then we'll be told to do it.
At least then he'll have his daddy for a certain amount of time, and then if we die, it's no big deal.
How about we do it when he's like, before he's 10 or after he's 20? It's gotta be between there. We can't be doing.
Damn.
What?
Do it when he's 12. Right?
No, because he'll be having a hard time because that's the time he starts doing puberty. If we do it at 10, he's still a little boy. He's still like a little boy.
Okay.
Like, you still
We'll do
have-
it at 10. At 10.
Or before 10.
Or before 10. Okay.
So we got up to 5 years to get it done. If you guys want to go with me.
We're doing it.
Anyways, yeah. So the Durian Jungle, I do want to make that shit. That's from. Anyway, so this movie, they talk about it's basically about a chupacabra, and they live in the caves and shit like that. And I love the way they introduce the monster, because it's not just like oh there's a monster in the woods and then bam they just show it. Like no, you get like glimpses here and there, and then when you finally see it, like it is like uncanny valley, but still like movie monster-esque. Like it is like it's like humanoid in form, but it's not really. You know, it's fucking awesome. And I love how one of the guys is like streaming after he gets caught by the monster, and then he goes viral, and it kind of just like shows like how the world would react. You know, if like monsters like that really existed. And that's what I really like about that part of the film. Yeah.
Does everybody not give a fuck? Everybody would just be making memes of the monster.
Like I've always known. That's what I would. Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
Nah, there'd be memes.
Oh, there'd be memes right away, dude.
It would be hilarious, dude. Terrifying monster.
That's a rat dog right there.
That's a rat dog. Yeah, man. What's your number 3?
All right, down to number 3, and this one strikes a nerve for me. This one is a 2014 film called The House is October Built. It is a thriller horror film. It's also found footage. Another found footage that I really like. It is directed by Bobby Rowe. He's well known for The House is October Built and The House is October Built 2. That's all he has. So this one is about while seeking... So it's basically a group of college kids that want to go out and find the scariest haunted houses, and someone starts sending them a link, almost like a treasure hunt, to go further and further. In each haunted house they go to, it gets scarier and scarier. The reason why I chose this as number 3 for me is because it was probably the first movie that I actually got scared from watching. I was by myself with my dog in my house, and I don't know. This one just kind of struck a nerve.
Kind of spooked me.
It was spooky.
Spooky. Spooky, scary
Skeletons.
skeletons. And everything in the night.
All right.
Couldn't help
yeah, so basically that's number 3 for me. Kick it off, Bass.
Number 3, Rosemary's Baby, another classic. Shoot, I didn't write down the year, but that's all right. Let's just say 60s, 70s.
I think it was. If I wasn't,
I think we looked it up
mistaken,
last
I think it was 67 or 68.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was 67 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a novel by Ira Levin. He also wrote The Stepford Wives, if you guys are familiar with that. A few other great stories that I haven't actually looked into, but I hear they're good.
Right.
Someone's calling me. I'm just going to skip that. Directed by Roman Polanski, the guy who likes young girls, unfortunately. But he did make a good movie. I don't really like that guy, but
I like his movies.
judging off the movie, watching it as a kid, it was really creepy. Left me with a weird, eerie sense for a long time. There's a creepy like lullaby intro, sang by Mia Farrow, who's also the lead actress in the movie, and it's basically her and her fiance husband, I don't know. They move into this apartment in New York. And it was filmed in the Dakota where John Lennon was actually killed. He also lived there too.
Shit.
Yeah, another little fun fact.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's in this apartment with her husband or fiance. Well, I think it's fiance, but whatever. And she starts suspecting. Well, she has these neighbors who are really nice and welcoming at first. Which another thing that terrifies me is trusting people. And they start, coming over, and everything's cool at first. They share, they have dinner together. Then she gets pregnant. The night she gets pregnant, I believe she was drinking wine, and she just started feeling very uneasy. She went to bed, and you don't know if it's a nightmare or not, but something kind of weird happens to her, and she thinks it's a dream. But anyway, she wakes up, eventually figures out she's pregnant, and this other family and all their friends and stuff start coming more. They start giving her stuff like, oh, this is going to be good for the baby, drink this, you should be taking this every day. And she just kind of starts to slowly suspect that there's something a little more sinister with her baby. I don't want to give away too much, even though most horror fanatics have probably seen this. Have you guys seen it?
No, I'll be honest, I have not seen
Oh, really?
it. Nope.
Yeah, it's an older one, slow burn. But yeah, it's just, not being able to trust anyone around you. Even, she goes to a doctor, and he eventually seems to be in on it too. Mm-hmm. Just a terrifying movie, really cool ending. And it is one of my top favorite movies, but I don't know. It just exemplifies good horror to me, and that's why I threw it on the list. You guys should definitely check it out.
Yeah, man, because I don't know how it ends. I'm kind of like, maybe it's like all paranoia in her mind and shit like that. And she's just imagining shit.
Right?
Yeah, so.
That's why, and you never really know. It's it's very psychological.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending kind of very much clarifies what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I hate it when they like, oh, we leave it to you.
There's a right way to do that and a wrong way to do
There
that.
is, yes, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. But
I feel like most of the time people get it wrong.
Yeah.
When it's just like, it feels like lazy writing. Like, they just did it, they threw it out there, and they're like, well, it's whatever, the ending's whatever you thought it was. I don't know.
Well, I think either way, like, if it is the really scary, terrifying meaning or ending that you would expect, then people are gonna be like, oh, that's predictable. Why not leave it, you know what I mean?
Right, and that's why it's tricky doing that. Yep.
All right, Chili, you want to go off with number 2?
Yeah.
Wait, that was those were our 3s, right?
We did 3.
We did 3.
Yep.
So now I'm on number 2.
All right, bro. I'll hit it.
So, Animal, which I believe was 2015. It was by...
Snyder?
No, different Animal. Yeah, I love Rob Schneider. Yeah, great actor. Not as much as Kevin Durant, but...
Oh, yeah, of course
real
not. Dude. Kevin Durant,
Kevin
we're
Durant.
number one.
Number one, dude.
fan.
Yeah, Animal, bro.
Right here, dude.
Anyways, this is it's called Animal, not The Animal. Yeah, this one's a horror thriller.
People are like, dude, I watched The Animal and it was not terrifying, bro.
Yeah, no, this one I like this one because it has some Disney actors from Nickelodeon actors. They got Keke Palmer and they got Elizabeth Gillies.
Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
She does Spelling Bee. She also did the TLC movie.
Yes.
Yep.
I think she played was it Left Eye?
She played T-Boz.
T-Boz, there you go.
Left Eye was played by Lil Mama.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
And
I don't know who any of these people are. I've not seen
know who
that
that is.
Nobody knows who was played by Chili though. I at least I don't know that actor, but either way. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So this is a pretty cool movie because it's kind of like Indigenous in a sense, where it's people, just trying to chill. It's like summer vacation or whatever. They're going out into the woods, and then they end up hitting something. They go out of the cars, try to inspect. They see like something they got I think it was like a deer or something like that. And then they look around or they go check the car and then they go back to look at it and it's gone. The corpse was dragged away. And then they end up they end up getting chased by something. I'm not gonna give away what it was, and they end up in a cabin. And that's when they kind of have to try to scramble together, try to survive. I'm not gonna tell you who dies, who lives, or what happens, but yeah, it's kind of one of those you got to come together and got to figure out how to kill the monster type of deal. Uh-huh. But I can't tell you if the monster lives or dies, or if there's more of them, or just one of them, or anything. That's gonna be when you watch the movie. But it's
You can't tell me because they don't tell you, or
no,
because you don't want to give it away.
they tell you. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
You say open-ended horror, man.
No.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
No, they do it right, bro. I really like it. Yeah, I just don't want to give anything away because I don't want to, I don't want to pre-blow your mind away before you watch it and and you're kind of like, holy fuck, I did not see that coming.
Speaking of right way to do it, your number 5, Dark Was the Night.
Yeah.
They ended that right.
Yeah.
The way they did it.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, it was good.
Yep. If you want to talk about being done the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fucking did it right, dude.
Yes, they did.
All right. So what's your number 2, bro?
All right. Number 2 for me, Leviathan. It was made in 1989, and I know Bass has some kind of issue with my number 2, but it's okay.
Did I?
Did last time.
Did last time. All right, this is
Wait,
directed.
Is it a found footage horror movie?
No, it is not actually the genre. Actually, wait. You said we didn't do sci-fi. I did.
Oh, that's right.
It's a sci-fi ocean horror
ocean
film.
Ocean horror is a fucking genre.
No, I just said ocean horror. It's just a horror that was in the. It's a in the ocean.
I think they actually call those sirens or mermaids, dude.
Well, sirens are
Ocean horror.
singing mermaids.
Ocean horrors.
Oh, damn it!
Nobody got that, really?
No, I just caught that right now.
It's up there, dude.
This is directed by George P. Cosmatos. He also did Of Unknown Origin, which I am not familiar with, and he did Tombstone.
Tombstone.
You guys are familiar with Tombstone?
Yeah, dude. Tombstone.
Unfortunately, that is not a horror film, so we will not be diving into that. Great movie, though. The plot of this is a gentleman named Stephen Beck, who is played by Peter Weller.
RoboCop.
Absolutely. They descend into the ocean's depths for a mining project. They encounter a sunken ship that contains a malevolent life form on the vessel. They end up bringing that onto their place that they're at underneath the ocean. And this one, I might give a little bit of spoiler. I won't say what the monster is. Well, obviously it's the Leviathan, but I won't say what it looks like. But I will tell you that not only is it a monster that they have to personally fight off, but it also mutates the people that it comes in contact with, which reminds me of The Thing. That is a big reason of why I put this as my number 2, on top of it being an 80s horror film. 80s did it very well with the horror because, you know, you didn't have the CGI and all that, so that was a big reason why I loved it. Like I said, it reminded me of The Thing. And have you guys seen Leviathan?
No. Mm-mm. I don't remember having an issue with that. I don't know. I was probably just drunk.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, man. You know what? I won't get into it. No. Yes, I will.
Yeah, dude. Tell him, dude. It's funny.
He said, yeah, well, excuse me for not picking number 2 as Leviathan. That movie sucks. And I was like, have you seen it? He goes, well, no, but I know it sucks.
They say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking funny, though.
Yeah, it's all good. So with that said,
I wish we
number 2 for base.
I just realized that I swapped my number 2 and 3, but that's totally fine because this isn't really a number. Or this isn't really a top 5. I'm not a top 5 kind of guy. But Clown, 2014 as well. A great year for horror.
Movie sucks.
Yeah, totally.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
And
It
it does.
was a great movie.
There's a lot of dumb. Acting's kind of questionable at times. You could tell it's kind of low budget, but the clown in it is very terrifying. The concept and what the clown needs to do is terrifying. But I'll give you a little background on it first. So the movie was actually started as a fake trailer made by 2 guys, Christopher Ford and John Watts. And Eli Roth saw it and helped turn it into a full-length film. I don't know how much more he had behind it. Probably more money and connections. But, yeah, shout out Eli Roth. So it's about a guy I believe he's a real estate agent. Yeah, and his son is having a birthday party. If this is supposed to be based in 2014, I don't know any kid that actually still likes clowns or any parent that would show their kids clowns and want them to like it. But the kid is obsessed with clowns. 2014?
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. No one likes clowns are dead.
Yeah,
that was like an 80s, 90s thing, dude. And then all the Ed Wayne Gacy came out.
Yeah.
Gacy, right?
John Wayne Gacy.
Ed Wayne.
Wait.
I was mixing up with Ed Gein. Ed Gein's the guy who used to like take faces
John Wayne
and shit.
Gacy, right?
John Wayne Gacy, yeah.
It just sounds weird because of the actor. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mixed 2 serial killers up.
Yeah, Ed Gein is completely different.
So basically, his wife gives him a call, or she gets a call saying that the clown who's supposed to be at the kid's birthday party canceled, and there's no backup plan. Just so happens that the dad is in a house, and he's going through like old stuff. It must have been like a foreclosed house or something, and he finds a clown suit, and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, yeah." So that's what I'm talking about. The movie itself isn't that great, like the storytelling. It's kind of dumb, but it works out for the plot line.
Yeah.
So he comes home. Everybody loves the clown. Da 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 da. Goes to bed, bangs his wife. Wakes up in the morning and he can't get the suit off. First he's kind of like, okay, this is weird, but maybe the suit's maybe the it's not breathable fabric or something, or it's tightened up, it's old, whatever. And then he just kind of seeks out answers. He finally realizes there's something more sinister at play. I'll give you this much: the suit is cursed, and it's slowly transforming him into something. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know what I mean? It's not the greatest story. It's very, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a movie about a clown after all. But the monster's really cool. It uses very minimal CGI. Like, that's the main thing about all these movies is practical effects. I think that's terrifying when a team of artists actually get together and make something look real and terrifying, and it doesn't look... like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just nothing worse than when you finally see the monster in a movie and then it's just like an animated fucking like swiping at the camera. Like, it just looks stupid, dude.
Not gonna lie though, The Host, that was actually a great horror film.
Was it super CGI?
I believe, forgive me if I'm wrong, guys, I believe it's a Korean horror film where it's almost like a bootleg of Godzilla. It's a little creature that comes out of the water. It's not as big as Godzilla, but shouts out. Great movie.
Hell yeah, The Host.
And that's bad CGI. That was my point of that. It's still a great movie.
But yeah, check it out. It's worth it. 2014 was like the year of horror for us. It was funny because we didn't even know that, plan it, but when we all put our info together and we started talking about it,
yeah,
like, I think like a good third, or if not half, of these movies are 2014.
I mean... yeah.
Take me back. Oh, that's 10 year. We're on the 10-year anniversary of a lot of these movies too. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of your clown movie, Stitches is another one that's similar.
Isn't that like a clown comes back to life or something, right?
Well, it's because a kid he goes to his birthday party and he dies there, and he gets risen by the clown demons or whatever. And so he goes back on that kid's like birthday a couple years later to try to kill everyone, but he especially wants that kid.
Oh yeah,
great movie. But it's a comedy horror. The clown wasn't necessarily a comedy horror.
There's a few scenes in the beginning that very dry humor, but not a comedy.
No,
sure.
It's not a comedy. Yeah.
All right, Chili, take us to number 1, bro. Damn, we're beaming through this compared to last time.
We're doing good.
I think we're like 25, 30 minutes in, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Last podcast was an hour 40.
Yeah.
We had a lot of distractions.
Yeah. No, that's me cutting out all the distractions, bro. Well, and then the piss breaks and stuff. I didn't cut out the piss breaks. So, but even then, dude, how long does it take? I'll take another hour 20, bro.
Wow.
All right, I gotta stop so we can finish on time.
Yeah. Oh, no worries.
Yeah, my number 1 pick is The Heretics, 2018 by Chet Archibald. It's a horror thriller. And I really like this one. It's different from all the other movies.
Oh, sorry.
I just really like how everything's kind of intertwined. Like, so there's this cult. They kidnap a girl who's our main person. Her name in the movie is Gloria. I forgot her name in real life. She does an amazing job as the actress. And there's 2 of them who, or there's another one who's a cult member, and he kidnaps her. And the cult was trying to bring about the end of the world. They were trying to summon Abaddon, and Abaddon in the Bible is the destroyer, and he's like the angel of the abyss. I looked into him a little bit. It's pretty cool. So he's supposed to have like these skeleton wings and a scorpion tail, and if he stings you, you're in pain agonizing pain for like 5 months. So Abaddon's kind of a badass written character.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real biblical character, or is that just in the movie?
No. Abaddon is in Revelation. He's the angel of the abyss and destroyer, is what I said. Well, that's what Ed said. I'm just reiterating that to you.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're trying to they kidnapped this girl, and they did like a ritual, and the cult killed itself, or most of them did. And then they had to wait for the next locust moon.
Oh, I got one.
Because he's also like the demon of locust or something like that. Like he brings about the like, I think he's the one who brings about famine or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Yeah, he's pretty badass in the Bible, and in the film he's even more badass because it's a film. But yeah,
Rightfully so.
yeah. So no, I really like it because it brings about a couple of questions when you start watching a movie and you're trying to figure a few things out. Well, how much good can you do? Like, would you kill somebody to try to stop the end of the world, even though the person's innocent? Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
That's a tough dilemma.
Yeah, so you're watching all this stuff, and you're kind of like, well, you were the reason why the end of the world might happen too. Like, there's so many things when you watch the film. Like, there's so many questions you can ask yourself depending on which route you want to go. I've seen this movie like maybe 4, 5, 6 times already.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've seen Clown probably.
I watch it like once a year.
Clown 3 or 4 times.
Damn, that good, huh?
Yeah. Well, this movie's like 6 years old.
Would you rather? I mean. Where you were.
No, yeah, but I really recommend this movie. I don't want to give too much away, but it is a really good one. It's a little different where it's like none of my other movie monsters are like religious or anything like that. Like they're all like actual flesh and bone. Nothing supernatural about them except for in Abigail. I'm not gonna say what kind of monster it is, but that one's the only one with superpowers. Anyways, Paulina, what is your number one?
We're gonna definitely watch that.
Damn, we are already getting down to number one. We're getting down to the greedy.
And the audio's not fucked, hopefully.
I hope not.
We'll find out later.
It is so hot in here, dude. So,
hurry up, dude.
Let's do it. All right. My number one is Would You Rather. It was a 2012 film. This is directed by David Guy Levy, which I couldn't find any other information on what other movies he made. So maybe this is his one movie he's made. I have no idea.
They call it a coup de grace.
No.
Is that like your farewell?
That's the coup de grace is like.
It's like your farewell.
Everything. Well, I mean, the reason why we're saying that is the death of Slim Shady.
Yeah. It's like
the
your
death
farewell.
of Slim Shady.
Huh?
Coup de grace. Well, it's like your last hurrah, I guess, or something like that.
Well, this is last and only one. Go ahead.
So, this is a suspense thriller horror. This is a woman named Iris. Her name is Brittany Snow. She's in a great movie called The Pacifier.
Pacifier.
Oh, yeah. It's got my guy Vin Diesel in it. Yep.
Wait, is that where he's a nanny?
Yeah,
Oh,
you do. Love
That's a
that
great
movie.
movie.
I think I seen that one forever ago.
Love that movie. Anyway,
Does he have the Power family?
so Iris, which is Brittany Snow, and 7 other people become trapped in Shepherds, which is Jeffrey Combs. He's in Stream and Suburban Gothic. Mm-hmm. Never seen either of those. Become trapped in Shepard's mansion to play a sadistic game for a large sum of money. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason why I love this is because I love horror movies that have regular people like you and me, and they have to be put into games.
And Sasha Grey.
And that too. But yeah, like I was saying, I love it when people, whether they're good or bad, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
When you get thrown into doing games and stuff, I love that so much. Love it. Well, shouts out to Squid Game. That's a good one right there.
What about Saw, dude?
Shouts out to Saw, dude.
Saw, dude.
I'm not a big fan of the Saw movies, but
I'll be honest, I will tell you this right now. If you want to talk about the birth of stuff, like where a generation can like link to something, Saw is one of our staples of horror. If I'm just being honest.
And Hostel?
Hostel.
Those two kind of came out around the same time.
Yeah. I'd say Saw probably. Saw. I mean, we can get into Saw some other time because they have so many of them. They have 10 actually. But what was it for me on this? Yeah, Would You Rather? I mean, I already explained why I loved it. And you guys have just seen it. You guys just recently watched it with me.
That was good.
So,
We were slamming a bunch of Little Caesars pizza.
Absolutely, that was so good. Yeah, another movie that Bass was trying to knock before he watched it. And then he ended up watching it and he actually liked it.
Yeah, dude.
Fucker.
Fucker.
All right, Bass is number one.
Number 1, Child's Play, bruh. Child's Play, Chucky,
Child's Play.
Chucky the Legend. This is probably the only like horror. What would you call it? Like legend? Like, you know what I mean? You got Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees,
I
Michael
call them
Myers.
staples, but-
Staple, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
well, these are like the MVPs of horror, bro.
Yeah.
So we try to steer away from that. You know, obviously those are all great movies.
But I'm glad
They're all those are kind of all fall into slasher, and I don't think slasher is the greatest form of horror. So that's why no other movie really made my list. But
old slasher, in my opinion, is good. New slasher, like Scream and all that, like it becomes more of a whodunit. It's like Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
except for there's a lot of death.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like that.
Scooby Doo would have been a lot better with a lot more death. Though.
It probably would.
Yeah, but
They should make a fucking like I'm sorry,
no,
Dude.
R-rated
That's an idea
fucking
right there.
Scooby Doo.
You guys see it first. That's our idea first.
Yeah, dude.
no.
We got a lot of ideas about that.
But R-rated, dude.
We'll just make a We'll just make a Scrappy Doo movie because if he dies, it's okay.
A what?
A Scrappy Doo movie.
Scrappy Doo.
Because if he dies, I'm okay with it.
Dude, did you
It's
guys,
fine.
did you guys like Scrappy Doo, by the way? I love Scrappy Doo.
I fucking hate that
alright.
motherfucker.
Everybody hated that motherfucker.
You know what's funny? He has all these freaking animal movies and he hates animals.
Yeah, because he's terrified of them.
I don't hate animals.
I didn't realize that till
You want me to
now.
lock up my 13-pound Maltese, bro?
Dude, that thing's just a barking machine.
By the way, Puppy, come here, say hi. I don't know if the camera's getting her. But anyways,
Nah, it's
my number 1 is Child's Play. Dude, Brad Dourif does the voice of Chucky. You guys all know the laugh.
Yes.
Anybody want to do it?
I'll be honest, I don't know Brad Dourif though.
neither.
Oh, he was big in the 80s. Well, not big, but he was an actor in the 80s. Dude, he has a movie with Whoopi Goldberg or some shit like that, too. Did you guys see that one?
Nah, but he existed in the 80s, bro.
Yeah, he was alive. Well, I mean, this is
None of us did.
this is his movie. Like, this is his franchise. He did a great job at it. But the synopsis, I guess, Detective Mike Norris is chasing down Charles Lee Ray. If you can't figure out, he's the murderer. They actually combined all the serial killers around the time. They combined all their names to like come up with Charles Lee Ray. I'm not gonna get into that. But anyways, he's a serial killer. He's getting chased down by Detective Mike Norris. He gets shot, and then he fucking breaks his way into a toy store where there's a bunch of these good guy dolls, which are, I guess they were based on a doll that was famous in the 80s. I wouldn't know. They're called the My Buddy dolls.
Yeah.
Don Mancini, the creator and everything, he kind of wanted to make this movie based on like this, like, it's kind of like Sinister, how kids are marketed certain things and the way they market them. So anyways, that's why he chose that doll at the time. Turns out Charles Lee Ray knows voodoo, so he finds a way to transport his soul into the doll. We all know this probably, but you don't really know that at that part, so that might be a mild spoiler.
Just spoiler alert.
Well, you're supposed to say that before you say it, so I didn't think about it. But anyways,
Spoiler alert.
post spoiler alert. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, and then it cuts to Karen Barclay. She's like a single mom. She's raising her son Andy. He's a good kid. He makes his mom breakfast in bed horribly. That's probably the most scary part of the movie if you guys have seen it. Because he makes her toast. First he burns the shit out of the toast, and then he like throws in like a whole fucking like glob like this size of butter on the toast. And then he like puts cereal in it. He pours her cereal. He puts like 9 fucking spoonfuls of sugar in it. And then spills the milk everywhere. He pours her juice, spills that shit everywhere. And then he brings her breakfast in bed. Yeah, if you have OCD, it's horrible to watch. Anyways, yeah, it all comes to life. He's got the serial killer's the murderer's soul inside of him, and that's where the story starts right there. Just kind of like you're supposed, he finally gets the toy he wants for his birthday, and he just happens to get the only one that has a serial killer's soul possessed into it. That's terrifying. As a kid, it was, yeah. This shit, I used to shake, dude, when I would see, like, any Chucky, like, I would see his face, I would see his, like, trailers for Seed or Bride. It was what actually got me into horror, because I got so tired of being scared of it that I just sat down one day and was like, I gotta watch this, because I'm gonna be fucking terrified of this the rest of my life, and that's scary. That's some pussy shit. So yeah, I think he's the most legendary character in any of these, other than The Exorcist. I don't know.
Damn.
And that's my number one.
Hell yeah.
Any honorable mentions, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Sinister movies. I thought were cool, which I guess weren't for everybody. I like the Hatchet movies, which I know.
Hatchet.
Yeah.
I need to watch
Those
those.
are
I've never
great
seen them.
horror films.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Louisiana, because all their voodoo and all that, they produce great horror films. Hatchet comes from that. And I hear they're making a new one, so we might have to do a whole Hatchet review. All of us are going to have to sit down, probably watch the whole thing start to finish.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
With the new one. Oh, dude. Mwah.
I don't even know what any of those are even about.
Hatchet? It's
No,
Victor
you-
Crowley.
You'll find out.
Okay, it's just a kid named Victor Crowley. We'll leave it
You'll
at
you'll
that.
find out. Yeah, you're gonna watch
Great
this.
movies, though. Great movies.
You're on.
Were you done with?
No, we're good.
Okay. Honorable mentions for me. So, Dead Alive, I wanted to put in my top 5. It was made in 1992. Fun fact about this is that it has the most movie blood in any film ever. So it has, I believe they said 80 gallons. The only reason why I didn't put this in my top 5 is because I have a boy, one of my other friends. He has his own horror podcast, and this was in his top, so I left it out. Another one is The Crazies in 2010. Timothy Oliphant was the protagonist in that. That was a great one. And The World's End, made in 2013. I feel like anywhere between 2010 to like 2014, they had a lot of great horrors. So
Because horror was dead for a long time, dude.
No, but
Yeah, it did take a while.
Shit. Yeah, like Sinister. I like the Babadook. I like a lot of the shit that came out, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
World's End for me was a great one. Just good series. And The Faculty. That's one of my faves ever. All right. Oh,
Yeah, I got
It's already
mine.
mic'd
So
up.
my honorable mentions would be anything else in the Child's Play series. Bride and Seed and anything above that, yeah, they're good. But they started making it more comedic, which is kind of like, I kind of want to watch this to be kind of scared, but I guess how long can you take a little doll serious, you know what I mean?
Right.
Leprechaun movies are great. Another thing that they just made into a complete joke because it's a goofy looking character, but it's still terrifying. Like, I don't know. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, dude. If it's funny, you look it up, dude. It's not even listed as a horror movie, but
It's just
that
listed
troll
as a
was fucking
comedy.
scary as a kid, bro. It's not good acting or anything. It's just good character design.
Great acting.
Well, from Ernest. But yeah, that's that. You gotta check that movie out.
I will say one famous line from Ernest Scared Stupid. How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
Yeah. There's a scene too. I don't remember exactly what said, but the troll's like, "You will pay for the sins of your forefathers," and he's like, "I don't have forefathers. I only had one," or some shit like that. Hell yeah, dude. We gotta watch that. It's a good
Oh
movie,
man, now
bro.
you're reminding me of when he saw a sign of like how he was supposed to kill the monster, and it was the real word for it was milk.
But he
Milk
said-
is what
yeah.
kills it, but he goes, "I need miak,
Miak.
miak."
I like how he actually finds some shit
And
called
he
Miak,
actually
and the troll's
finds-
just like, "Yeah."
He actually finds miak. He goes, "Eat this." He throws it at him. He goes, "What the hell?" It does nothing to him.
You never seen that movie, Chile? Oh, dude,
Oh
that's
god, we gotta watch it,
I might have
It's
to
a
pop an
great
edible
one.
for that one, dude. It's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
dude.
Yeah, but yeah, dude.
Ernest Scared Stupid. That's a great one.
That's about wraps up the podcast. It's really hot in here. We got to turn the AC on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. We zoomed through that.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're the New Horror Boys.
New Horror Boys. Check us out.
Expect a new episode every week.
Whoa. I'm just kidding. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably about
Every week.
every week.
Description. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe when we start posting these. But yeah.
We'll start posting soon. All right.